Hi everyone, how are you today? It's me, Teacher Saimai from TSL School, and welcome back to my English class. Our topic today is milestone. Many of you might not be familiar with this word, but it's alright. Let me show you a picture so that you understand our topic today. From the picture, you see 4 women sitting in front of us, but one of them is different from the others. She is wearing a white wedding dress, and look at her left ring finger. She wears a ring. Therefore, this moment can be considered as her milestone because she just got married. To sum up what a milestone is, a milestone is an important event in the development of something or someone's life. For me, my milestone is when I graduated from the university and got my first job afterward. So what is your milestone? You can share your important event of your life by leaving a comment below. I would love to know yours. Talking about special or important events in your life, for instance, when you have to leave your hometown to work in a new city, falling in love and getting heartbroken for the first time, or when you have to deal with the death of your loved one. These milestones don't happen only when you're an adult. It happens in every stage of life. So the first stage starts from baby or infant. This age starts from 0 to 18 months. Next stage is toddler. It starts from 18 months to 3 years. The third stage is child or kid. It starts from 3 years until 12 years. Fourth is adolescent or teenager. This stage starts from 13 years to 19 years. And the last stage is adult, a grown-up. This stage is 20 years plus. Or in brief, our stages start from infancy, childhood, adolescent, and then adulthood. Personally, I like it when I was an adolescent because it was a time that I went to college, spent time with my friends, and also study in the faculty that I like, and of course it had lots of freedom. Next, let's listen to the conversation between Yuri and Max. They are talking about one important event in teen's life. And let's read 3 false statements about Max and correct them together.
What are you studying for, Max?
Oh, hi, Yuri. Just my driving test.
Your driving exam? Don't you have a driver's license already?
I had one, but it expired, so I have to take the test again.
That's a drag.
Yeah, and I need to get my license soon.
How come?
I'm planning to visit my cousins in 2 weeks. I need to rent a car for the trip.
Sounds like fun. Well, good luck with everything.
Before we start correcting Max's false statements, let me ask you, what is his milestone? Exactly, his milestone is getting a driver's license. To get a driver's license is an important milestone for many teenagers, and you need to pass the written test and take a driving test. Alright, the first false statement is Max doesn't know how to drive. How is it incorrect? Yes, because he knows how to drive. Because Yuri asked Max that, don't you have a driver's license already? And then Max answered that, I had one but it expired. So it means that Max had one before, so he can drive. Next false statement is his driver's license disappeared. Why is it incorrect? Exactly, because his driver's license doesn't disappear, but it expired. The word expired means to come to an end. And last false statement is he's traveling in 2 days. Can you correct them? Very good. The correct version is he planned his traveling in 2 weeks because Max says here that I'm planning to visit my cousins in 2 weeks. Before we move on to the next part, let's learn the word drag. Drag means a boring or tiresome person or thing. So from this sentence that Yuri says, it means that it's kind of boring when a driver's license expired and we have to renew it again. Nonetheless, a milestone might take place in the future and you know when it will happen. So, you might want to plan or have a desire to do something. Well, I have useful expressions for you to learn. Let's take a look. to talk about plans, there are three ways to talk. The first one is planning plus infinitive. For example, I'm planning to take a driving test. Second, going to plus base form. For example, I'm going to visit my cousins. And next, thinking about plus gerund. For example, I'm thinking about taking a trip. And if you would like to talk about needs, you can say need plus infinitive. For example, I need to rent a car. Not only those useful expressions that you can say when you have plans in your mind, but you can also use future form. Future form can be scheduled future events, predictions, promises, or if the future event is an obligation. Let's see how it works. There are three types of future form that I would like to explain. First is will. The structure is subject plus will or will not if it is negative sentence, and then plus verb infinitive. Will can be used with a decision that you just made by that time, or with these three purposes. The first one is a prediction without firm evidence. For example, I predict that we will invent a teleporter within 20 years. Next, a promise to do something in the future. For example, I promise I will help you later. Or last one, a statement of fact. The boat will arrive at the pier in 15 minutes. Next type of future form is present continuous. The structure is subject plus verb to be and then plus verb ing. Present continuous is used to talk about arrangements in the near future. So it means that in your sentence, you will see the time that shows the near future. For example, I'm seeing my friends tomorrow. Are you going to the party tonight? He's playing rugby on Saturday. From these three sentences, you can see the time in the near future. Tomorrow, tonight, and on Saturday. A last type of future form is to be plus going to and then plus verb infinitive. This type is used to talk about future plans and arrangements that you have already made and for predictions with firm evidence. For example, we are going to watch the play tonight. It means that this arrangement is made and booked. Those clouds are very dark. It's going to rain. This is a prediction based on the evidence of dark clouds. And last one, I am going to meet the suppliers on Monday. It means that this arrangement is made and agreed. Alright, let's do the exercise to practice future form. Number 1. I do it again. I promise. I will not do it again. I promise. The reason that we use I will because you can see here that it says I promise. As I mentioned earlier, that we use will with the promise when we would like to do something in the future. Next, why are you carrying a fishing rod? I fish with my grandfather. I am going to fish with my grandfather. Why do we use this type? Because you can see the firm evidence, which is carrying a fishing rod. That's why we use to be, going to, plus verb infinitive. Number 3. Dave, play chess with me next Friday. Exactly. Dave is playing chess with me next Friday. From this sentence, you can see the time in the near future, next Friday. Therefore, we use present continuous, is playing. Number 4. I'm tense. I give you a back massage. I will give you a back massage. We use will because there is no evidence here, but you just make a decision by that time. Number 5. Pamela looks sad. She cry. Pamela looks sad. She is going to cry. We use going to plus infinitive because here is the firm evidence. Pamela looks sad. That is the reason why we use to be, going to plus verb infinitive. And last one. Domes fly to Rome next weekend. Domes is flying to Rome next weekend. We use present continuous here because you see the upcoming events or the time near the future, next weekend. Well, last but not least, let's practice pronunciation. In this part, we're gonna practice content word emphasis. But before we practice, let's understand the concept. What are content words? Content words are words that convey the meaning of the sentence. They can be nouns, adverbs, main verbs, question words, and adjectives. However, the opposite words of content words is function words. Function words give a structure to a sentence and help to connect content words. They include auxiliary verbs, prepositions, conjunctions, articles, pronouns, and determiners. Let's see examples. Number 1. Mary has lived in England for 10 years. Number 2. The trees along the river are beginning to blossom. You can see those words with red alphabets are content words, since Mary, England, trees, and rivers are nouns. Lived, beginning, and blossom are verbs, and 10 years is an adverb. While those which are not in red alphabets are function words, because in, for, along, and to are prepositions. Has and are auxiliary verbs, and the is an article. Next word is emphasis. Emphasis means the particular importance or attention that is given to something. In this lesson, it is sentence stressed. Sentence stressed is when we put extra attention on the words that convey the meaning of the sentence by making them longer and louder. So, what's the importance of sentence stressed then? Sentence stressed makes keywords easier to understand and it sounds more natural in English. And in contrast, it means that words that are not stressed are quieter and shorter. So, what words that we're gonna stress then? The answer is content words that we already mentioned. Let's see examples and practice together.
Listen and repeat the following sentences. Notice how the underlined words are stressed. 1.
My name is Dina Ravitch, and I'm the CEO of Simtax Corporation.
2.
I'm happy to be here.
3.
Today is also a time to look to the future.
You can see that words that are underlined are content words. And as you heard a few minutes ago, that these words are stressed by making them louder or longer. Now I know that you might think that what's the point of emphasis or stress in these words, right? Well, sentence stressed makes keywords easier to understand. Therefore, in your real life, even though you don't hear a speaker say every word of the sentence, but you hear only content words used to understand messages that the speaker tries to convey. For example, number 1, if you hear only name Dina Ravitch, CEO and Simtax Corporation, used to understand that a person whose name is Dina Ravitch is CEO and that person works at Simtax Corporation. Number 2, you hear only happy and here. Then it can imply that a speaker feels happy for being here. This is why sentence stress or content word emphasis is important, since it can help you to understand messages a lot when you have to communicate with others but you don't understand the whole sentence. To sum up, today we have learned about milestone, future form, and content word emphasis. I hope those lessons will be useful when you need them. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our TSL channel for more videos. Have a great day, guys! Bye bye!